Good morning children and welcome to the class of science. In today's class children, we are going to study chapter number 3, safety and first aid. As you know that we have completed almost the whole lesson, and at the last we are going to do the keywords in relation to the chapter safety and first aid. And we will go through the summary of the lesson. So let's try to see which is the first word being given here as keywords. Children, first word is traffic sign. What do you think traffic signs are? The signs up on the road for the safety of drivers and the pedestrians are called traffic signs. As you must have seen on the road, there are some kind of traffic signs being given. They are displayed on the boards and they indicate some or the other kind of message, which is just meant for our own safety, so that we don't have to have any kind of accidents around, or we have to follow some of the safety rules which is necessary for the traffic to manage the traffic around. So children, in all you have come to know about the traffic signs. Those are the signs up on the road for the safety of drivers and the pedestrian are called traffic signs. As you know, lot many vehicles are moving on the road and even the pedestrians are walking on the road. So those who are walking on the road, they have to be on the safe side. So we need to follow the traffic signs and try to understand what do they indicate. Next children, we have come to know about the first aid. Children, the first aid you have already understood that has to be given before we take the person to the doctor or see the person in the hospital. So let's try to revise and understand what do you mean by first aid. The first or immediate help given to injured people before they are taken to a hospital is called first aid. As and then I have told you, if any injury or any casualty is taking around, first and foremost thing, the first thing which we have to do is we have to take care of the person and try to give him little bit of first aid, whatever is available with us, so that the person is relieved with the pain and the person is not in the danger zone. And if it is required, after giving first aid, the person is not getting better, the person should be immediately rushed to a hospital, and then we can just communicate with the doctor about his or her condition. So everyone has to have a little bit of knowledge about the first aid, as we have done in this chapter. In relation to many things like the cuts and the wounds, the burns, the nosebleed, and lot many things you have learned in this chapter. How you can give first aid in a particular manner. So in all you have understood the first or immediate help given to injured people before they are taken to a hospital is called first aid. So do not forget this children. Next children, the keyword is about fracture. Children, a break or crack in a bone is called fracture. As you must have seen some of the children when you are playing in the playground. At times the child tend to fall, or it can happen anywhere. The fracture can take place anywhere. A person can slip down on any of the places, in the bathroom, in the house, maybe in the road, he met with an accident. So fracture can be there, and that means a break or a crack in a bone is called a fracture. So again, this needs to be treated in the hospital in presence of the doctor. Next children, we are moving on to know about the summary of the lesson. And the summary of the lesson would be letting you know all the things what you have learned in this chapter altogether. So let's try to understand the first point. One should follow the traffic signs to prevent road accidents. As you know, one has to follow the traffic signs because you would like to avoid some or the other way the accidents, For your own safety, you should follow the traffic signs. Next point says the electrical wiring should be checked regularly for faults or breaks to avoid fires due to the short circuit. So again, we have to have a proper checkup time to time about the electric wiring, because they might have a short circuit, because some of the plastic covering can be coming out and it can be removed as in course of time they tend to get removed. So if the plastic covering is not there, you have to have a checkup and then change the complete wiring, so that you can avoid any kind of short circuit. Now next point is, in case of major fire, dial 101 or call the nearest fire station. As you know, in case of fire, you cannot control it. It increases very fast. So what the first thing is there required, you have to call the fire brigade, and if the fire extinguisher is available in your own place, wherever, whichever building is having fire, you should know how to use it, so that the fire is in control. Or you can call the fire station immediately. Clear, children? Next, children, fire caused due to electrical faults are never put out using water. One of the most important things which you need to know, that one cannot put water on the electrical faults. If there is any fire around due to the electrical faults, children, remember, never put water on it. So this is one of the most important points which you should remember, because water would increase the fire. It would never be able to control the fire area. So it is very dangerous. Once again I repeat, fire caused due to the electrical faults are never put out using water, because water is also a good conductor of heat. Next, children, we know we should always give first aid to someone who has got hurt. As and then, you must have seen at your own place, in your own house, any kind of injury, a little bit of cut or little bit of injury is there on anyone's hand or legs, anywhere. What the first thing you need to do is give first aid. For that, you must maintain a first aid box in your own house. Try to keep it in your own house, a first aid box, as well as in your vehicles, the cars. As you are traveling, there might be some kind of accident or something where you need first aid to be given at once to the person. So if you are keeping a first aid box for this, you must be seeing that these things are carrying the bandage, the scissors and the cotton and Dettol, so that you can clean the wound and then tie a bandage over the cut or a wound. And if severe bleeding or severe, if this case is very serious, immediately after giving first aid, the person or the whoever has met with an accident has to be taken to the hospital immediately, so that the person's life can be saved. So in all, you have come to know all the kind of things in relation to this chapter with the help of the keywords and the summary of the lesson. So try to revise and try to understand all the points which I have shared with you in this class today. Children, that's all for my class today. Try to remember how you can give first aid and all the things which I have told you in this class and in relation with this chapter in all. That's all for my class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye for now. Take care.